Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host Red. Got a videos today from Alpha Central.
But I got kicked out of the tiny home that I wanted to stay in. Now I'm gonna go and work. Okay?
You mean just like the rest of us? Good.
I was like, you trying to say something? Like, go to work. Go. Do it.
We were homeless for 1,094 days.
We even lived in a storage unit.
We stayed under the radar.
We're not going to go forward with renewing our lease with you guys because you broke like a couple rules in our rental agreement. So you have like 48 hours to remove all this stuff.
We have like a security company that monitors the cameras. They saw, I think you were running around the hallways. It looks like you're doing things that you shouldn't be. The video.
I don't get it. This is the telling on yourself thing again. You got away with something, right? And then you do stupid stuff like running around in the hallway and all this stuff and then record everything. If you got away with it, just kind of hide there and live there as long as you can. Why try to expose yourself?
Video online escalated a little more because the storage spaces are only meant to be used for storage.
So much for staying under the radar.
I thought the rent was $1,100, bro. I just opened the paper. They say you been paying $100, bro. You on Section 8 game?
Damn.
Why does it matter?
So you got me in here. What the is you doing with $1,100 every month?
It don't matter. I have other bills to pay.
You ain't never just get down on me. No, I ain't got for myself. That's selfish as
How is that selfish? The rent.
I can't believe it right now.
It's crazy how she's not just scamming the state, but her own man too.
It's not her. I don't even think it's her man.
If somebody got a Section 8 voucher, I think only the people on the voucher are supposed to be staying there. I don't think it's supposed to be a whole bunch of different people. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay? But what I'm not going to do is go back and forth with you when I'm going to just call the state on you. I'm just not going to do it. Like, you're not going to come on my phone. You're not going to harass me. You're not going to do any of that. Okay? Especially when I'm funding your stay. You're just not going to do it.
I see it.
When you're committing government fraud.
That's how you handle freeloaders. Call the state and be done with it.
Okay, you guys win. The Department of Children and Family literally just called me. I just got off the phone with them, and they are taking away all my benefits. Like, thanks to you guys. So all they told me was that a lot of people sent in my videos, and a lot of people were calling, telling them to take a look at my page. They wanted to speak to supervisors and stuff like that.
And I believe this person's a rage baiter. Everybody seems to like we're trying to remind me of her being a rage baiter, but this I'm just gonna go as is, just because there's plenty of women that tell themselves, recording themselves, flaunting the benefits that the taxpayer gave them.
And after they reviewed my case, they decided to take the stamps away from me. Like, what you guys did is really, really messed up because my 7 children need it. And like, you guys were just so mad that you can't receive benefits and you wanted to take away from a mother that actually needs them. Karma's she really is. They call me literally 4 times.
Did you never ever think that this was the karma thing that came back at you?
This morning. 4 times. And then I finally called them back, and yeah.
People aren't mad they're not getting benefits. They're mad you're getting them off their tax money without earning them.
Your own balance, going on my own back to the food, so. Wow, such a flex. And I don't even gotta pay rent.
Famous TikToker Tofia Chu is being evicted. Tofia Chu is a TikToker that has gained a lot of attention recently for her lives where she rants about random topics. A lot of times in those lives, bits and pieces of her personal information and lives are caught in the stream, making people want to watch even more. Because of that, people know way too much information about her and her family. The reason her family is being evicted is actually because of the actions of her dad online. Her father has been posting inappropriate stuff online for a very long time. He was live on TikTok as well, but he's also known for his Twitter. All I'm gonna say is that he posts very inappropriate stuff. He's actually gone to jail for certain things involving that. Because of this, videos of Tofia and her dad online reached one of their neighbors, and that neighbor reported them to the apartment office. For one reason or another, ended up with them getting evicted. They currently have like 8 days to find somewhere else to live. This is already going to be very difficult for them because they were super behind on rent in the first place and don't have that much money. So who knows where Tofia and her family may end up.
I'll never...
It's like, again, you can't pay rent, you don't have much money, so you lounge around recording videos, making nothing. Like, you're not making money off of it unless you had a huge following already, and even if you do, it's TikTok, you're just not really paying your bills. Go out and get a job.
Understand people like this, breaking the law and then filming it for the whole world to see.
I just got a question. When did it become a thing to come on social media and brag about getting arrested for welfare fraud?
Yeah, I don't know.
Videos and videos and videos of, oh, I got arrested for welfare fraud. Why lie? We're all broke. We all ain't got no money. A lot of us could use welfare. I would love to have some EBT, but guess what? I can't get it. My husband busts his every day, but you don't see me out here lying. Excuse me, I'm feeding my
chickens. Shout out to you and your husband.
But why you gotta lie on social media? That ain't cute. Who wants to lie about something like that? Get off your ass, go to work. I don't work, but guess what? My husband works, so I ain't gotta worry about it. But if you need it, I understand, but y'all need to quit lying. This is ridiculous.
She's absolutely right, and the more these idiots brag about cheating the system, the more they're gonna get caught.
I mean, the more the system is gonna be stingy, the more the system is gonna be pulled back, and less benefits for everyone. Again, they don't even try to entertain, they don't try to be personable or anything in the videos. They just record videos doing mundane things, thinking that they're gonna get paid for this or be viral or something or be famous. Like, put some work in if you're gonna make videos.
Big Merp Jeep, coming here getting free money and free housing, drives to the welfare in this and collects their weekly payments.
If there's one word to describe people like this, it's shameless.
There's people in my comments.
We really do need to bring shame back, like globally.
Talking about, I didn't get approved, I applied and, you know, I lost my job and da-da-da. I'm on disability now and da-da-da. What kind of car you drive? You out here driving a luxury vehicle, applying for government assistance. They ask you what kind of car you drive, and you put down you got a $200,000 car or a $150,000 car. Damn. You better go sell that car. That's why you didn't get approved. Because you have some assets. So sell them.
Luxury car and government assistance in the same sentence? These people need to pick a struggle.
So someone decided to report me to DHS for taking my daughter's paychecks. Because you know when you're on food stamps or any type of welfare, you have to report every single dollar that you have. Like anything. You know, lottery winnings, a $20 loan from your dad, like gifts or not, you have to report every single dollar. Well, because I make my daughter give me her weekly paychecks to help pay the bills in this house, yeah, I got cut off. My food stamps got cut off. My cash assistance got cut off. My Section 8, our disability cases, our disability cases are now cut off because somebody decided to report me because I take my daughter's weekly paychecks.
As you should be reported.
Her weekly paychecks are anywhere from $450 to $550, and I take every single dollar. So that is income that I didn't report. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to support.
Why even tell people on the internet that you took your daughter's paycheck in the first place?
How I'm going to feed 6 kids because somebody wanted to report me. Yeah. So no more food stamps. My $4,000 in food stamps that I get every month, gone.
$4,000? That's ridiculous. That's like people's salaries.
My $20,000 EBT balance that I had on my EBT card, gone. So thank you once again.
If you refused to get a job, did you really think raising 6 kids was just gonna magically work out?
Run.
I hope the police don't even take her to jail. They should just make her run the whole way.
So when I first moved into this
10-Forrest Gump that thing.
Story building, in this 2-bedroom, paying $50 in rent, it was me and my 2 kids. Then I met a guy. Then that makes 4 of us. Then I gave him 2 kids. So then that makes 6. And then after me and him broke up, I met another dude. That's the one I've been talking about, the one that's real lazy, and I'm tired of him. So I met him and I gave him a baby. So we have a newborn baby, and that makes 8. So, yep, that's 8 people in a 2-bedroom. We made it work. I don't know why.
Wait, the men didn't leave?
It's so important to y'all.
They just all came and stockpiled into the house too?
Why does it matter to y'all how we lived in there? That shouldn't matter to anybody. To go report to my housing management place, whatever, and tell them that I have a certain amount of people in my home is crazy. 23 days till I get evicted because people felt offended for me calling them taxpayers. I didn't mean anything by it, okay? I didn't mean to call y'all taxpayers. I didn't mean to throw it in your face that...
We don't care you call us taxpayers. We care that you called us taxpayers in such a way that we fund your life.
I'm paying $50 in rent. I didn't mean to. Is this so bad that I feel like we should be living for free? Is that so wrong?
What's wrong is you pushing out 8 babies knowing you're not responsible enough to raise them properly.
You literally could go get a job and actually afford unsubsidized rent, not being subsidized by the taxpayer. You could go do that. You are literally choosing not to because you want to build your business. Why the are you allowed to leech off the taxpayer?
I'm not leeching off of anybody.
Yes,
and I
you are.
have tried.
Tried what?
My last job, I had a really bad situation.
Tell.
Where I was interviewing men in particular, and every time I got on the screen with them, they got their little out and started.
I'm not going to have you translate that one.
Even if we act like she's telling the truth, what's stopping her from finding a different job?
When I first came to the shelter, the lady that did my intake, I don't know if she recognized me from TikTok or if she was just making a general statement. But what she told me was, you can post on TikTok, but do not post any of the residences. That's what I was told when I first got here. I agreed. No problem. I will not post any of the residences. I've never even posted the location of the shelter. I've never posted the city that I'm in. So yesterday, I get a call from the director well, she introduced herself as the director, but the guy that called me today also introduced himself as the director. But anyways, the lady that called me yesterday, she said she's the director of the shelter. She said, you can continue to post, but don't post any of the common areas. Only post your things and your room. That was it. And I agreed. No problem.
Can you just not post? That'd be one great issue to solve right there. Just stop posting.
It was yesterday. Today, I'm at work and I get a note under my door and it says you need to vacate the premises by 10 a.m. But I didn't think that it was a problem for me to post, especially there's other content creators on social media that post their shelter life. So I did not even think that I was doing anything wrong. I posted my own food that they gave me, or I guess, you know, they own the food, so I don't know if that's the reason I'm not allowed to post the food or whatever. But I posted the food that I was given, and it's only the food. It's not the cafeteria, it's not the hallways. It's literally my own laundry and my own food since I had that conversation with her yesterday.
It's easy. Just stop posting stuff if it means risking the free housing you're getting.
The that they're referring to is the women who have multiple children and are claiming that the baby daddies aren't in their life, but yet they're still having more children. And the reality is that they want you to believe that the baby daddies aren't in their life, but they are. In fact, they're helping them. Some might even move them in. You know, when inspection time, they gotta, pack their things. These men are helping these women. True. Just like these same women can't afford full rent, these men can't afford it either. And they don't get disqualified from the program if they have more kids. They in fact get rewarded with being able to make more money. But y'all also not taking into consideration the everyday bills outside of just rent. So the money that y'all think they should be saving, they're actually spending. So the scam is that the man comes and he helps out. So now it's technically two income when there's somebody who's really living off of one income who could really use the help.
Sorry, ma'am, but we can absolutely be mad at these people who are conning the system and exploiting our tax money.
So let me tell you, I work with Section 8 all day, every day, okay? And what really chafed me today is this girl who is a nurse, who has turned down several jobs because she would no longer get her housing voucher. She's been on housing for 18 years now, could fully support herself 10 years ago, but because housing was going to buy her a new house and put her name on it, she didn't want to work. And so this month, she's getting a brand new house built for her, put in her name, when the whole time, this whole time, she had the capability of affording it herself.
If they make the policies stricter, half of these freeloaders will suddenly remember how to work.
Why do you people act like the taxes that you pay is a problem for going towards programs that I utilize for my family?
We don't mind people using the programs. We mind people abusing the programs.
And I really do not get it. Like, I think it's perfectly logical. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm literally taking advantage of programs that are legally available to me. I'm not doing anything illegal at all. I feel like I'm smart. Like, I'm literally taking advantage of programs that I know what they're used for, and I know
I'm smart. Okay.
How they're going to benefit me. So why not take advantage, you know? Like, while you're working 40 to 50 hours a week, I get to sit back and do nothing and have my groceries.
This is exactly the problem here. Like, oh, so we have to work so you don't have to. You do realize that.
My rent paid for, and my childcare. Like, for literally doing nothing. Like, y'all keep trying to say that I'm stealing, like that I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing, when I'm literally using what I'm entitled to. Like, as simple as that.
Trust me, lady, there's nothing smart about abusing programs meant for those who really need it.
You know, being on TikTok, you see a lot of the beautiful apartments, high rises.
I have a Section 8 tenant named Miss Kendra, and she is a master finesser, exploiter of the Section 8 program, more so than any other tenant that I've ever dealt with. She was one of my first Section 8 tenants, so I used to work with her directly. So for the better part of the last decade, Miss Kendra has paid $0 in rent and $0 in utilities. And when I used to self-manage these properties and go over there and do inspections, I would always see like a newer Escalade. That was her thing. She loved caddies. And I said, Miss Kendra, how do you have an Escalade, but you're also paying $0 in rent with a Section 8 program? Because they check your income. And the answer that she gave me blew my mind. She worked a whole full-time job that paid super well, like near 6 figures, and she would have that income deposited to her baby daddy's bank account. So every year when they checked her finances, she always looked like she was impoverished.
People like Miss Kendra are the reason we can't have nice things.
these people, I don't even know what to say, tell you the truth. I mean, they're getting the benefits that they want, so... How do you even eat that much within a month? Well, I guess if you have like 10 kids. Again, just to flaunt this, to kind of what? Say that you're better than the taxpayer that actually paid for this is crazy.
It's sad that because of greed like this, families who actually rely on those benefits are forced to skip meals.
So I saw this on Threads and I was mind boggled. Evidently, this woman has to do a fair share kind of work or chore program to stay at the shelter that she's currently living in. And as you can see from the letter, she didn't do any of the work.
Mm-hmm.
So she got a bill, but she doesn't have a job. So she has no way to pay it. So now she's claiming that they're kicking her out. They're not kicking you out. You didn't work. And just like all the rest of us who either have a mortgage or rent, if we don't work to pay that rent or that mortgage, we will be relieved of said residence. You want to cry outrage, and we are outraged that you didn't get up and work at a
like basic chores
place that was letting you live for $165. This is on you, sis. I'm sorry.
So she refused to work and got evicted? Who could have seen that coming?
The manager from the apartments had got a hold of me when we were in our meeting and told me that she was also contacted by some fraud investigators from the food stamp office, and they
Why put your son on the camera? Why?
opened an investigation on me because they had complaints as well. So during the meeting with the manager, I had just decided to just give up the apartment. I wasn't going to try to fight for 2 months because she already had made up her mind that she wasn't going to renew my lease anyways. So I just took my loss and moved out. Now I look back and I kind of wish I would have fought it, just because like I'm living with my mother-in-law and that's always hard right now, and I miss my apartment, but everything happens for a reason. So the next day, I immediately called the food stamp office and tried to get a hold of whatever investigators were over my case. And I got a hold of them, and they were expecting my call, and they knew who I was, and they told me that I could be facing prison time. They told me what I'd done was very serious, and they did actually have some evidence that I was, in fact, swiping my food card a few times for. I had to start my business to take the pictures. I had bought the supplies with my food card, and they had evidence of that.
No excuses. You scammed the government using food stamps to kickstart your...
A lot of people do this. A lot of people use their food stamps to buy non-food things.
Business. Respect the hustle, but that money wasn't yours, and now you're out.
Everybody seems to think that people just don't like helping people. No, we don't mind helping people. We're actually happy to help people. Some people enjoy helping people. We just don't like being treated like suckers that are doing the work and putting in all this effort while you just get to enjoy our efforts. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.